Is it a I will be late? God, come on.
Well, you have bad timing apparently. Yes, he's late. He will be late, but considering his start point, we're okay with him being late.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. I mean, I was just wondering if he'd be later, if it was a real world, I won't be able to come sort of
no,
scenario.
no, real world, I have to go do something. I will be on. But
Okay.
considering he starts in jail, that's fine.
It's fine. Is the table open?
Yeah.
Table's been open.
Okay, sorry, I wasn't in the room, so I had no idea.
It's fine. In fact, Twitch is already streaming, so.
Hi,
Well,
Twitch.
hello, Twitch. I was here the whole time.
It's like I was here.
It
No,
started
you
recording
weren't.
when we started talking over each other, so.
Oh,
We're fine.
I guess I really was here the whole time.
Welcome back to Star Wars. One of our players is behind, as per our talk, so.
It's okay, because he's in jail.
Yeah, exactly. Now,
Maybe even real life.
I was informed that there might be some sort of a plan being hatched.
Indeed. Well, half of one.
Well, half a plan is better than none.
Should we inform you what it is, or do it in character and see if we screw it up or not?
Well, you can discuss it at this point in time. I mean, everybody's on the ship. You have, retrieved the thing out of the muck and mire. You've gotten the engines repaired. So I'd imagine that everyone right now is currently up in the cockpit area. Yeah.
Well,
or would
does
everybody
Arden
be in the
plan?
lounge? Because it's not like people are going anywhere right now.
Yeah.
Probably the lounge.
And
I don't know where
everybody's
Arden would be, but that's where Chabba and fucking Short Hotha would probably be.
Yeah. Also, since Rocky is here now, we must roll force die.
I'm on a screen that says choose color and nothing's happening. It's
I got
selecting.
one dark side.
Ooh, we start early. One dark side.
Rolling. God dang it!
2 dark side from John.
I rolled one dark side as well.
Well, it makes sense given our current predicament.
That's total 4.
Yay!
Keep him with tradition.
Yeah, pretty much.
I rolled 2 dark side last game. Oh well.
But as for discussing the plan, this is more of a question that for the DM, I suppose, as we were moving around the place. Did we see any protocol droids walking around?
Give me a retroactive perception check.
Yay.
Difficulty.
Okay, let's move all these die over here.
I don't know if I was looking, so I'm not going to make this check. I imagine Chava probably wasn't paying attention.
I'd say it's more of a passive thing. 2 advantage and 1 success.
You probably would have seen the occasional protocol droid, but who they belong to, you're not entirely sure. They didn't run with the Rhodians. They didn't run with the stormtroopers. So they might just be some random crew person from one of the ships here on board.
Okay. In that case, before Blumble starts trying to espouse a plan, he is actually, this is before they all met up, I imagine, and right after they got the lightsaber, he's actually going to try and ignite it. See if he can try and find out how it works. He'll be like looking around at them. What does this do?
Do you have a lightsaber?
Do I have it, or do I have lightsaber as a skill?
Lightsaber as a skill.
I do not, but I do have 3 green.
Intellect.
Brain work. Let's see how it works.
And we're going to go with... Well, you've never really handled one before.
Nope.
You've never recognized this one. Let's go with 4 difficulty.
Okay. Let's see if the brain is working. 1 success, 4 threat.
You have figured out what is the activation switch. It's a little bit, it's not the same material as the rest of it. I should probably describe this to you in a little bit more detail. It is made of what looks like the same material as what the bowcaster was made out of. It's a natural wood. There is the occasional metal part on it because, obviously there needs to be some metal parts from here and there for what it does and what it does. But it's mostly a natural material. For this, there's basically a very, very hardwood casing, and there's what looks like a not raised, but a separate, grained, slightly different shade panel on it that's basically for a finger to be able to click and activate the saber.
Okay. Holding the blade and holding the hilt in both hands and pointing the laser sword end away from himself, probably in the middle of the hallway. He's gonna try and push the button.
Nothing happens.
Oh, damn it!
So blows up, new campaign.
I'd say Blumbles would look at it, click the button a few more times. If nothing happens, he'll just
look down the barrel.
Are you doing this in the lounge?
Yeah.
Nah. Oh, in the lounge, I guess. Yeah.
I just kind of look at him.
Not working.
Has it got any batteries in it?
Just not working.
He shakes it around like a remote control.
It doesn't rattle.
Well, there's
hefty.
nothing loose. Nothing loose in it.
I don't
one of these things work, Chabba?
Not really, no. I mean, I might be able to figure it out, but I don't know much about those, no.
Anyway, I'll look at it later, maybe. And he goes, he just goes in his room real quick, puts it on his bed, and then he goes back to the main room. All right. Operation Cheesehead.
Roos is going to look at you, Blumbles, and is like, maybe stash that someplace rather than just on your bed.
I'm going to.
Authorities can come in and out of the ship if they need to.
Good point. I guess I'll do that first.
Broadcaster is illegal.
Good question.
That is a good question, actually. Actually, I have an idea. Oh, no, I don't, actually.
No, they are not. They're not restricted nor illegal.
And Chabba probably just I look over at him. Why don't you just put it back in the caster?
That's a good point. He goes over to grab the bowcaster. He put it on his bed. And he's actually going to try and put the saber back in the handle if he can.
Give me a mechanics check. 3 difficulty.
Oh, boy. You ignite the saber and cut it in half. Let's see, do I have just 2 green? Let me see. This is mechanics, so...
You could always,
2 green.
You could always attempt to hand it to Chabba. I mean, he did make the repair.
Yeah, I think I'll let Chabba do it. He holds it and looks at it, looks at both of them. He's like, yeah, he comes out. Hey, Chabba, I think I'll let you do this before I break something.
Alright. See. I didn't spend any of my experience from the last upload or whatever, because I wasn't sure what to spend it on. 3 difficulty, was it?
Yes, sir.
Boost die?
No.
Okay.
No. Yes.
No, 1 threat, 1 success.
1 threat, though.
You'll take that point of strain, which is already reflective because we never went away with it. You figure out the trick to the bowcaster to open up the panel.
Ah, there we go. See, you gotta flick this little switch here, and it kind of slides down, and then you gotta pull on it. There you go. And then,
Oh, okay. And
I figured it would
he
be more
takes the
complicated
bowcaster.
than that, but
well, when it comes down to it, pretty much all puzzles are flicking a switch and then pulling on something. So it could be incredibly complicated. It's just simple to explain.
Also, this could have been Rorsch's personal method, like how he installed it in his bowcaster. So Blumbles probably wouldn't have figured that out. But Chabba's a genius. But yeah, Blumbles would take it and he would nod a thanks to Chabba and shoulder the bowcaster. All right, Operation Cheesehead. Anybody got any ideas?
Yeah,
we wait to talk to the authorities and try not to get caught up in Bortuna's mess.
we can't just let them take him. Can we? Can we? He says, looking around.
I'd prefer not to do that. He's eccentric and very
Well,
odd.
he certainly has been helpful, and honestly, the place probably wouldn't be the same without his personality.
Yeah, plus he tends to help more than hurt, mostly.
Yeah, actually. I mean, yeah. You got any ideas, Arden? Do you agree with Roos?
I have no idea
Well,
I mean,
what
I
to
want
do.
to break him out as much as the next guy, but this is like, I don't know, Constantinople of space here. So
not exactly.
Constantinople.
it's a titty bar on Tatooine.
Ah, haven't been there.
Yeah, well,
Hmm.
not many people have.
I remember one time, but anyway. I think I may have an inkling of an idea.
I think I know about the time you're talking about too.
Well,
I mean, we
Yeah.
got in there that time, so theoretically, we could come up with a plan for this. I feel like that was way harder than this.
oh yeah. But anyway, we need to. Well, the first thing we need to do is a scout to see if this idea is even possible. But my idea was to maybe have me or Chaba or Arden, maybe either one of us, try. Is the key word here. Try to take an imperial protocol droid, maybe reprogram it to work for us for a little while, and have it try and free Bortuna somehow.
It sounds like a
Um,
good as plan as anything I've heard yet. But no offense, I'm going to collect my stuff and I'm going to get ready to be questioned, and then I'm going to make my way planetside.
All right, if possible, we'll try and keep our end of the deal. I suppose to help you out.
Well, I'm fairly certain in theory that we've already done that.
You
Well,
got
yeah.
Here.
If I make it to the surface and make it to my contact safely, then I'll be in contact with Arden here specifically.
All right.
No offense, the less I know about what you're doing, the less you'll have an issue with it being found out.
All right.
So, safe journeys, good luck, and hopefully our paths will cross in the future.
Yeah,
Less Imperials, hopefully.
Hopefully.
I doubt that.
Roos will sneak past you, Blumbles. Head into
Alright.
his cabin, grab his stuff, then exit the ship.
Okay. All right. Now, here's an important question. Anyone,
Mm-hmm.
you're. This is probably a dumb question. You're a protocol droid.
Technically.
Okay. Just refreshing my memory there. All right. So, would you know how to work one, per se? Like
I
one
know
of
how
your
to
own
work
kind.
myself. I Don't believe I know how to work someone else.
It'll be a start. Anyway, if possible, this is a very big risk because I mean the Imperials are going to be patrolling our ship for a while, I imagine. But if we could get it here somehow and have anyone, and maybe you, Chabba, I don't know if you remember how to reprogram a protocol droid. It's been a while.
Like riding a bicycle. I never learned how to ride a bicycle.
Well, let's hope you can learn.
Although I won't lie, Blumbles, I don't know if this is the best idea. Like Russ said, those Imperials can come in and out of our ship at will, anytime they want. And if there's a droid missing in the station and they find out about it, and then they come here and then they see it's here, well, you know.
Well, we got plenty of space in the cargo bay.
Yeah, but they could search there.
I could, but not if we hide our friend well. Hopefully
Well, if we
get more
had
stuff.
anything to hide him in there, but I don't think we do we?
I don't know.
Not man-sized. Probably not anymore.
Moreover, when we get him reprogrammed, theoretically, when we do that, what do we do then? Do we take him? Well, yeah. What do we do then, actually, in general?
Well, I planned on maybe turning him loose somewhere. Like we go to a closet somehow with him. Like we could take him apart and then put him back together, transport him that way.
I mean, yeah, theoretically.
And then we put him back together in a closet or something, or a bathroom maybe. And then we let him loose, and he goes back to his station, and with his new orders to free Bortuna, and maybe an excuse coded in for him, like I don't know, he's transporting the prisoner somewhere else, commands orders or something. Though that might not work because he's a droid. Who knows?
Well, last line of business in this idea is, what do we do when we do that? Do we just leave? Because once Fortune is out, we will have to go. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yes. And that may cause its own issues. We've
Yeah.
been
Indeed.
ordered to stay on the station until they question us about the tracking device. And if we up and leave, we will more than likely be tracked by
Oh
the Imperials themselves for disobeying orders.
yeah, I was about to say it's probably better if we do this after we're interrogated. However well that goes over.
Yeah, let's wait and see what happens, and then if shit is worse after we get questioned, then I guess
Full force.
full force.
All right. Any opinions, Arden?
Or ideas for that matter.
Or ideas? Yeah, that's it. That's an even better question.
Oh no,
He's just staring at us.
Well, capturing one, reprogramming it, it's still risky. With them all around. And then you have the chance of Bortuna running into, the officer that took him to begin with.
That's true.
And we can't really tell them apart, not in that armor. The officers wear armor.
The stormtrooper captain that took him was wearing armor. Yes.
Okay, then yeah. I can't
Alright.
tell them apart anyway.
Oh, there's always the classic break
And where
in
he'll be will be,
heavily secured.
Yeah.
Well, here's another idea, and this will be a very risky one because I'm not good with electronics. But we could I'm fairly certain. I've been in enough cells to know. I'm pretty sure there's a field. I'm pretty sure they're not using iron bars on this ship, like a field to keep prisoners in.
Mm-hmm.
If possible, we could try and tap into the power grid, find a access point to try and deactivate that. Maybe let a few other prisoners loose, cause a good distraction, and let Bortuna get out of there while we maybe cause some commotion. But we'd have to hightail it out of here immediately after that.
Well, in theory, if he is the son of a senator, what are the odds of them just letting him go?
Well, that's the problem. They said they're
Well,
going to
that's what they're
transport
doing.
him.
They're inquiring what to do
Yeah,
with him. More than
yeah,
likely, they'll send him back to Ryloth.
more than likely.
Send him by force or by I don't know,
I
like
think
a space limo or something.
I think the commander made it pretty clear he's pretty much being forced back
Hmm.
because he misinterpreted those damn Mandalorians as people trying to find Bortuna rather than us in general.
Well, in theory, if they were to send him back, if they send him on a weak enough transport vessel, we could. Well, I don't know if we can board a transport vessel using the ship here, but we could, somehow get him off of it.
That'd be risky. We'd have
Would,
to know the access codes to open the doors for the ship. I'm pretty sure they'd be locked to some kind of imperial code. And even then, we'd have to maybe have some kind of scrambler for our own ship to keep our selves hidden on the scanner, so they don't pick us up and jet out immediately.
True.
It's a very complicated situation. Or there's another idea. Well, my last one, the one I want to do the least. We just leave after interrogation, make sure everything's clear. We head straight to Ryloth and wait there for him.
Well, as good a plan as any, I guess.
That's something.
I guess let's just wait and see what they ask us about.
Yeah,
Find out then. Right?
guess so.
All right. Well, here's the plan. Here's the question. I don't know what they're gonna ask us, but what's our alibi here?
Yeah, that's a good question.
We're
That's
gonna
why
stick with.
maybe
You were
Hmm?
passengers, remember?
passengers.
I was about to say, we're gonna stick with that.
Where
You know,
are you going? Was your final destination Rhodia, like Roos?
might as
Or
well, right?
was this transport merely making a stop at Rhodia for that passenger?
I'd
Well,
stick with that.
what if we said that we were actually headed to Ryloth?
I doubt highly that they would book us.
Yeah, it's true, but it's a possibility though too.
Well,
Maybe there's some sort of escort.
seeing as how Bortuna himself didn't seem too eager to want to go back, I don't know if they'd buy that.
Oh,
He
yeah.
did kind of make a fuss about it.
Well, I mean, he could have been going here though.
Maybe. You figured they would ask about that, about why we're so close to Ryloth. I think we're like a jump away from Ryloth, aren't we?
It's in the cluster, I think.
Yeah.
Out of character, we are here at Rhodia. Ryloth is over here. You'd have to get back onto the hyperlane and travel down. It'd be like
Okay.
the next stop off of Christophsis, but it's like an 8-hour journey per se.
Hey, Cody.
We've
But
been
discussing.
discussing how to save you the whole time.
Is he coming in?
Yep.
He's here.
I can barely hear him, hence the reason why I was asking.
Huh? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Heck me.
You're a little bit off, almost like you're sitting away from the mic.
Yeah, I've got my dinner plate in front of me, and my mic's a little further away from me than it normally is.
Oh, eat later.
What if I get about right here?
That's fine.
Okay.
Sounds sultry there.
I'm just gonna go ahead and eat into my mic.
Nom,
I'm
nom,
not
nom.
gonna do that. Did you save me yet?
Not yet.
Well,
Or talking about it.
And trust me, you don't want to hear some of the other options that they had.
oh,
One of them involved a rancor and slathering you in honey.
it was a good idea. No. Let him continue.
We have our own
But,
personal hedonism bot.
That's for an alibi for us. He looks at Chabba. We could say we're going back to Tatooine.
Yeah, I mean we're pretty close.
Uh,
I honestly think that that might be the best route. Disavow knowledge. You're all passengers. Arden, Roos, is captain ferrying people. This is a transport-style vessel, after all.
Indeed. And another... Well, we also need to talk... like, I'll probably say, Arden, you're charging us 50 credits. 50 credits a jump. To
That's
get to where we're
fucking
going.
Well, 50 credits per jump. Doesn't say where we came from. We could have come from halfway across the galaxy. That could be a lot.
cheap.
Yeah, we'll
Still,
say we came
50
from,
credits tends to be extremely cheap. You're lucky to find ferry service for 50 credits. You're probably better off running 200 a jump.
Yeah, that's true.
What's the odds of them even asking that question anyway?
Well, the more details we have to our alibi, the more they'll likely maybe believe us.
Speaking of details, did my force die get rolled, or should I roll it now?
You can roll it now. It's fine. I will come back to you on what it was.
Okay. Never mind.
Hopefully,
Don't
it's
do
better
that.
than them.
Don't do that. Don't ask me later. Just don't ask.
It's a black. Well, good. Now we're starting just like we were last week.
Dang it.
Let's see. What planet did we meet on? Chabba.
What planet did we meet on? Wait, is this part of the alibi? Or is this something else?
Part of the alibi.
Well, we could just say
Rishi.
Yeah, sure, Rishi.
Wait. Is that when we blew something up or killed Imperials?
The
I can't
Imperial.
remember.
You blew up the Imperial on Rishi.
Okay, let's not do that.
Manda then. No, wait, did we even make it to Manda? Is that where we almost got exploded? Hang on, let me check my notes. Let's see here.
Hmm.
I imagine
Let's see.
Chava's got like a whiteboard marker and it's just writing on the back of a like a tile from a bathroom or something.
Our
I'd be more
Shadal may be
surprised if
too
you
hot.
weren't, like, writing on the side of anyone's leg.
We don't have a past.
Past Ando.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't have any record of being past Ando.
Okay.
So I could just say I picked you guys up at Ando
Okay, that's a good point.
after after the ship repaired.
Sounds good to me. A lot better than anything before that, considering our.
Because I did say I ran into trouble, then we got shot at.
Yeah.
And just remember, you can go like the whole line, like, you know, not just Amanda. You know, you could have gone this way, you know, and come out of, you know, hut space and everything, you know.
We could theoretically say that me and Blumbles were part of the repair crew that was helping fix the ship, and we were asking for passage to Tatooine for payment.
Hopefully they don't ask for any kind of credentials.
Well, I mean, do gig workers really even have credentials?
Most people that
let's hope not.
travel the planets tend to have credentials.
Oh, well, yeah. Hopefully they don't ask for those, because I don't think I even have an ID on me. Hell, I don't think I have a wallet.
I never took my mechanics class at
Where-
Jawa University.
Where did you two come from? Where did you originate your journey
For real or
for
cover
this
story?
alibi?
Well, Ando, I suppose. Well, what's wrong with us saying we were from Ando? You know, like
It might line up. It might line up too well with the transponder messing up. They might think, oh, you're just making this up because it's a convenient start point.
Oh yeah, that's true. And if we fixed the ship there, and the tracker was also installed there, then probably we would have had known something about it.
Yeah.
Hell, I don't know.
Could say Nar Shaddaa, but that's in hut space.
Well, I mean, we could just say Sircon. That's literally where we started.
Yeah, that's true, but
Which is still hut space, I believe.
yeah, it's still hut space.
Why don't we just say something nondescript like Hut Space itself or Bothan Space? You know, whatever.
Well,
So-
they might ask more questions. Maybe we're overthinking it. I don't know, but
I'm fairly certain we're overthinking it.
it's good to at least have a start point.
Bothawai.
All right, we're coming
Bothawai.
from Bothawai then. We're coming from Bothawai,
Arden.
and we paid him 200 credits per jump to get to Tatooine.
Arden.
We,
Alright.
we met Bortuna whenever we stopped at Ando, and that's when, you know, he boarded and all that shit happened. I don't know.
Arden.
Yeah.
Would it be better to have Bortuna on the ship before that?
Arden.
Yeah.
Where were you before Bothawai?
Where was I before Bothawai?
Why were you at Bothawai to pick up these two mangy mutts?
Hmm. You could say that
Could
you
have
were
just
just
been in the area.
yeah, so you could be in
Restocking
the area.
ship.
Could say you've been in the area. You just maybe purchased your brand new ship. You were eager to get an easy job, 200 credits a jump,
What
and you
planet,
found us, and yeah.
what planet do you hail from? Arden. Real or fake? Unknown is not an answer.
Hold on, I'm looking at the map.
Dagobah.
What the hell is a Dagobah?
What should me and you be like, bounty hunters or mechanics or some shit, Blumbles?
We'll just say mechanics.
You're just
Say bounty hunters, they might ask
passengers.
more questions.
Just travelers then.
You're
Uh,
just
Travelers,
travelers.
yeah.
If they ask you for professions, that I don't care. Arden either cannot remember his home and place of birth, or he is thinking really hard about what place to not be from.
The answer, yes.
Just say you're from Alderaan. They won't be able to ask anyone there.
He has a point, but that is suspicious in and of itself.
Yeah, very, very.
Just make yourself cry whenever you say it.
I'm from Alderaan, you
You're not
dick.
here.
I'll just sit over here in my jail cell and cry.
We'll get to it in a minute.
Me and Gary.
Onderon.
Alderaan.
Alderaan's dirty cousin.
God damn it.
It is down there near Happies.
That could work.
I hail from Kashyyyk. No.
I really wasn't expecting this to be this bad of a question.
I don't know what planets are mostly human or a human could be at.
Pick a planet was all I was asking.
I did, Onderon!
Onderon, thank you. You see anyone move to his chest and move a plate aside, and he pulls out 3 cylinders out of a collection of like 6 of them. He seals the plate back up and hands one to each of you.
What the hell else do you got in there?
Better if you
You
don't
know-
ask.
Alright.
What are these?
They're code cylinders, to put it simply. These are your transport logs. These are your identifications, more or less. Nobody's had them. I have not asked questions. However, at this point in time, it's important for you to know where you're from and where you're going and why. Which is why I was asking. I needed to forge these.
Ah, nice.
Arden, you're
Yes.
from Onderon. You're from Onderon. You picked them up at Bothui. You ran into trouble on your way to Ondo. Wherever you got Bortuna from, it should not matter at this point. Either he has a cylinder that has not been scanned, or it's been destroyed, or some other nonsense. His will not match up with yours. It will help lead credibility to the fact that you did not know what was going on with him.
Yes.
I must join Roos. So, for time being, this is goodbye.
Try not to get fried, Tin Can.
Not my normal intention.
Was gonna pay for a nice oil bath for you, but see ya anyway.
I wasn't.
Well, I was.
The thought is appreciated, but there are more important things right now. I've
Yeah,
enjoyed our
Bumbles getting
travels
those.
together. Try not to die.
Trying.
Trying every day. He gives him a little salute and sees him off. Alright, just the 3 of us.
And just remember, Arden can barely understand Chabba, but he understands you fine.
Yeah. Now I'll run translation for Chabba.
Arden could give me a xenology roll at 3 difficulty, see if he understands Chabba for the day.
Let's see how that goes.
Hey!
Hey!
Oh, good. You can understand me
Well-
then, right?
You're understanding for the most part, but for some strange reason, you keep hearing his Utinis as your mother.
Insulting my mom, damn it! Wait, what?
Alright. Guess we just sit here and wait for him to call us out, or what?
Probably.
Alright. I want to get a drink.
You guys
Unfortunately,
are, what?
the only place I know they get a drink around here is the bar over there, and their drinks are shit.
No,
Wasn't
I
really
mean
even
just
a
in
bar,
here.
It was like a gas station. I would say that you guys are more or less waiting on board for, I would say, probably a good 6 hours or so before you're finally approached at that point. So until we get to that 6-hour point, we're going to cut over to Bortuna.
Ooh.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
For God's sakes, he never shuts up.
Nobody knows my sorrow.
You hear more punching sounds. There's not even a whimper anymore.
Stop, he's already dead.
Kind of, in a way. Nobody really comes to visit or even stop by. Give me a perception check with 1 difficulty.
With 1 difficulty. That's not too bad. I like that. I like when things are only mildly difficult.
But we're gonna upgrade it.
Well, you know. This is what I get, I suppose.
The 1 purple becomes a red.
Let's see.
Hey, it frees up a light side for you guys.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Well, here we go. Oops. Fail.
I see that.
1 advantage.
Okay. As far as you can tell, you're just getting hungry at this point in time. I'm not entirely sure the last time you actually ate. It was probably aboard the ship when it was in hyperspace, after all. But you didn't get a chance to grab anything from the convenience store gas station, basically. So.
I'll be right back real quick.
Why is everybody
Is
like
anybody gonna bring me food at any point in time?
They feed us once a day.
I've been in here for days.
You've been in here for a couple of hours.
Oh. Oh god, it's only been a couple of hours.
Why is he still talking? I don't even know what you look like.
Your mom.
Hi.
Still get it.
Hi, Mom.
Hmm.
I thought you were dead.
I've been searching for you, son, all these years.
Nah, it's just not worth it. I'm just gonna
Okay.
punch this guy again. Thump. Even that's lost its will. I'm gonna just keep it down.
Okay.
What have you been thinking about for these past couple of hours? Besides show tunes to annoy your next door neighbor.
Well, contemplated many things. The journey that's landed me where I'm currently at. How in the world can I possibly get myself out of this situation? And if I can't, how in the world I'm going to explain to Dad I blew all the money on his credit card?
Ouch.
So here I sit, musing and pondering these things with Gary cradled in my satchel.
He's been silent for a while now.
Which I find greatly disturbing. I'm so used to his companionship. He's silent. Okay. Is there a toilet in my cell?
Give me a chance, Cube. What color's your favor?
Red has always failed me, so blue.
You have facilities. You technically would have a source of water at that point as well.
Perfect. Okay, is it large enough that I could flush myself down?
Give me a chance, Cube. You're trying to roll for green.
At like the corner, maybe? It says 3 chance die. Roll.
That'd be
You know
enough.
what? Well, okay. There went my escape plan number 1.
Escape plan number 1, flush myself.
Failed. Okay. Escape plan number 2. Wait. Don't I have rights?
Not in the Empire.
Right. Yeah, this is not the United States.
I demand to see my lawyer. What planet is your lawyer on?
No, Andorra.
Alderaan. He was on retainer, and you guys fucked that up.
So I have no rights. I don't get no call. I'm just I'm just stuck here in prison?
Who would you call? Your dad?
Frick, you're right. Wait, don't I still have my comlink, though?
Yes.
We tried that already. That's
yes.
right. Communications are dead.
The area is probably shielded just in case.
And I'm imprisoned by 3 walls and a ray shield.
Yes.
Are ray shields deadly?
No. But they, sting when you hit it.
Okay, that's not gonna fly.
Nothing short of like a starship blaster will actually take down a ray shield.
So you're saying if someone had, I don't know, a powerful handheld explosive device. No.
It might breach the shield, but it would also keep the blast inside of it.
I see. Yeah, that could ruin the structural foundation of the cell that I'm in and could bring the walls down on me, you're right.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah, okay, that'd be problematic. Let's see. What else do I have in my inventory? Oh, the speeder bike handlebars are still on the ship. Okay. Well, I basically have nothing that I can use to assist myself in getting out of this situation. Other than... Wait, do I still have my weapons?
You have Gary, and you have whatever was in your satchel pack.
Oh.
I think you have the holdout blaster.
Yep. Well, I guess I'm just going to sit here and bide my time. Somebody will visit me eventually. They have to, right?
Another couple of hours pass, and eventually an Imperial officer does show up, being escorted with a couple of stormtroopers as well.
To visit me?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
They stop outside the ray shields.
Am I getting out now?
No. Are you Nawara Bortuna?
Who's asking?
Most people would confirm that that would be an affirmative.
I plead... there's not... Okay. Yeah, that's me.
You will be transported back to Ryloth to be brought back into the... Oh, fucking hell, what's the word? Custody. Back into the custody of your father, one Pikruha Bortuna.
Oh.
Your transport to your father will be arriving within, I believe it's going to be 8 hours. Make yourself comfy in this cell. It will be more pleasant for you if you cooperate.
Could we just do like an execution instead? I really don't want to. Can I pay you guys to let me go? Is that a thing? Is there bail? Can I leave? At all?
Sure. Do you have the money?
Well, it depends on how much we're talking.
Let me just get the door for you. Ray shield goes down.
You know, most wouldn't consider me a man of outstanding intelligence. However, I smell a dirty trick when I see one. I'm just gonna sit right here.
Give me just a small break, gentlemen.
Okay. Yeah, I smell a trap. Yeah, come on out here. We'll get you some bail bashes you on the head.
Yeah, I don't. I've made the situation bad enough for myself already. I really don't feel like pushing my luck any further. Or rather, my misfortune.
Scoundrel's luck.
Really unfortunate.
Man, if only someone was transporting a Rancor, then we could actually do that one plan.
Wasn't for this darn squishy flesh, maybe I could blow open the ray shield with Gary, but, you know.
Well, I mean, theoretically, he said the ray shield might go down if you blow up the...
Oh, wait a minute.
Right? Yeah, he took down the ray shield.
That he took down the ray shield.
Huh?
He took
You
down. He said, "Hey, come on out here." He took down the ray shield.
And you have a thermal detonator.
I can't lose Gary. Not like
Well, here's the thing, though. What if you activated Gary and threw it out there, and he reactivated the ray shield?
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Would Gary blow up and still kill you?
Depends on how far he throws it and if it can go through the ray shield.
Well,
Really
I mean-
depends on how strong of a thermal detonator this is.
I don't think they have an. I think
Nah.
they're all about the same.
Nah, they do have like they are pretty much tiny nuclear explosions, but they do have radiuses to them. Like some go as small as like 5 meters, others go 100 meters.
Well, if he can throw it before the ray shield closes again, then
He could
say
have a
the ray
decent
shield
amount.
activates. Yeah, he might. He could just do that.
So
But
in theory,
I don't know if that'd be the best idea.
I'm in the
Nope.
middle of an Imperial holding facility.
Yeah.
well, like if it blows up, who's gonna know that a prisoner did it though?
It's in the holding cell area.
Yes, but they typically take like, okay, what? How often are you gonna put a person in jail and they just have a thermal detonator on?
What if they have cameras though?
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that.
I'd have to put
Well, I'm
on.
pretty sure they're gonna get blown up anyway.
Yeah. They probably have the feed saved though before it was destroyed. Like, who threw that thermal detonator? Let us see. And then they analyze the footage from before. They probably have a central server where they record the information.
Well, what are the odds of them thinking that the person who threw the thermal detonator is even still alive? What are the odds of the person throwing the thermal detonator still being alive? Not high, probably.
Yeah. We shall. I don't know about this plan, but it's up to Bortuna and his scheming mind.
Yeah.
Can't figure out why Gary hasn't been talking with me.
He's disappointed.
Maybe he's afraid you're going to use him and blow up and kill him, technically.
Poor Gary.
Isn't that what he would want, though?
I don't remember. Don't remember if he wanted to be exploded or not.
Man. I don't even know what kind of bad situation we would have been in had I not opened my mouth. Would it be as bad as this is now? Well, we could have been in a combat situation.
Yeah, honestly.
But we've survived plenty of those.
So far.
Honestly think, yeah, I was gonna say, we've survived, but honestly, I think if you hadn't said anything, things probably would have went downhill pretty quick. Even worse than they are right now. Who knows, though?
I don't know. Can it get much worse than me being all alone in prison?
Hmm.
2 hours?
You could be all alone in prison on Ryloth.
That seems to be my imminent future.
That's true.
I would say you've actually been in the cell for probably 3 hours. Just as
Oh my gosh. How am I even going to survive?
just 3 hours so far. Because you have another 8 hours until the transport arrives.
Oh my gosh.
As we were,
Right, I was being. The ray shield was open for me very kindly.
and you said that you weren't as dumb as you look.
Well. Yes, but actually, no.
Sorry, my wife just got home and had to say hi to her, and I had to pee, so. And I got a drink, and I figured it was a good break time.
Yeah.
Alrighty. You're not really letting me out of here, are you?
No.
I didn't think. Oh, okay.
Shield goes back up. Wow.
Can I have like a magazine or something?
Let me check my data pad. No.
Okay. Not even a magazine. This is ridiculous. 8 hours. What am I going to do for 8 hours?
You're going to sit, and you're going to think about your life choices, and you're going to remember what happened to everything that you've done so far.
What do you mean?
There will be questions when you arrive on Ryloth.
What? I mean, I know what happened. You know what happened. I just took a little bit of Dad's money. That's no big deal. Why are you looking
He
at me like
kind
that?
of peers closer into the shielding. You both know that that's not true. He straightens himself up. We're done here.
Okay, so it was a lot of money. You made your point. What a weirdo. All right, Gary.
The stormtroopers and the officer leaves. And you hear from the bottom of your bag. Right.
Gary. You do care. Yes, I will do push-ups in the meantime. What? No. Okay. No. I'll leave these for the Wookiee. Okay.
What did I say? 6 hours would go by before the people come by to question you guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blumbles would also leave his weapons on the ship just to be safe, because he don't want to bring the bowcaster and then they search it.
Is there anything else that you would want to do in your ability to do nothing, Bortuna? I know that sounded harsh, and I did not quite mean it that way, but that's the way
No,
it
it's
came out.
fine. Gosh. Let's see. I'm trapped in a padded. What? There's an arrow.
Oop, did that by accident.
Oh, I thought someone was trying to hint me something.
A shiny object.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at my skills real quick.
It's fine.
Just taking a really quick gander. You know, as much as I would like to cause some sort of commotion to really just I can't think of what purpose it would serve. So I'm just going to patiently wait because that's all I can do.
Understandable. Now I gotta write down a little timeline note at this point. I have to make sure I keep everything on the up and up between everybody. Alright. 3 hours. Bortuna.
Good ass coffee.
Nice.
Okay. Around 6 hours after you guys have gotten on board, and about 5 hours since Roos and anyone have left, you are hailed from outside your ship.
Alright.
Yeah, I would assume we go out then.
Yeah. Just go out.
Yeah, so
It's the Rhodian who checked the ship in, and an Imperial officer, and 2 stormtroopers. Very light compliment.
Must not consider us much of a threat.
Arden,
Blumble strides out.
Yes.
give me a perception check, 1 difficulty.
Oh boy.
Ah, your perception's 1 green.
No.
I was thinking you take away everything. It was supposed to be funny.
But yes, it's 1 green. That's why I suck. Oh. 2
2
success.
success.
You recognize this officer.
Oh. Balls.
Recognize him? Who? How? Huh? What does that mean?
I ain't saying shit to you two. You don't know anything. You guys just get off the ship and Arden gets off with you. Thank you for your patience. Hopefully this will be over quickly. If you will come with me, we will have a nicer meeting place.
Lead the way.
He exits the hangar area and heads over to a small turbo lift, basically. Like basically across the way in the main halls of this space station. You guys go up about a floor, get off, and it's basically like offices almost. He leads the 3 of you to a fairly large-sized office, and there's some chairs inside, and and a table and everything. If the 3 of you could please sit in here, there is some water on the table. As we call you in, the office will be directly across the hall. Just come over and come in, and we will have our chat.
Blumbles nods.
The 2 stormtroopers stay with you. Basically, one on one side of your door, one on the other. And the Rhodian and the officer leaves.
Hope they got translators.
Why do you
Yeah.
think the Rhodian was there?
Now he's not here. I'd say Blumble just takes a seat, pours himself a glass of water.
Chabba will
What?
laugh. Yeah. Does the water have a lizard in it?
No?
Okay.
What the hell?
I don't know weird space customs.
It's a pitcher of water and like plastic cups around it. Arden,
Yes.
what about you?
What about me? I'm going to be I'm just gonna kind of pace back and forth in front of the 2 of them sitting down.
Okay. The stormtrooper kind of looks down for half a second, looks up. Arden Roos.
Yes.
Hallway.
Okay.
Good luck.
You pass by
as
the
you-
stormtrooper without any issue. The other stormtrooper is on the outside of the other door, just kind of sitting there, at attention almost,
Mm-hmm.
just kind of waiting for you to cross the hall and into the room. Inside that is, looks like a decent desk, administrative style. It looks like they've got a small card table set up almost, where the Rhodian is currently sitting, and what looks like a chair kind of in between the 2 of them, almost. Chair in the center, desk on one side, and the card table off on another side. So it almost looks like a V kind of a thing with the chair in the center.
All right.
Please take a seat.
Okay.
The man spins around the Imperial officer, and he's like thumbing through a datapad. It says here your name is Arden Roos. Is this correct?
Yes.
How long have you been piloting this vessel?
Uh. Say where? Such a. When did I get this
We
thing?
didn't plan for this.
I've not had it too long. About a year or so.
Takes a couple notes down on his datapad. It appears that your flight log data is non-existent past about 4 or 5 jumps ago at Ando. What happened?
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I ran into some problems with some people as I was passing through one of the other previous systems, and they shot at us, and I barely got us to Ondo for repairs.
Takes more notes down on the pad. Have you ever had an interaction with a Mandalorian?
Not that I know of.
Why would they have a tracker on your ship?
I have no idea why. That was news to me when they found it on the ship. I had no idea.
Do you know who Nawara Bortuna is?
You mean the Twi'lek that was a passenger on my ship?
He doesn't
No.
answer, he stares at you.
No, I had no idea.
How long have you had him on your ship?
Thanks. How long has he been on the ship? See, I picked up the Wookiee Jawa on Bothawai, headed towards Tatooine. The human wanted to come here to Rhodia, so did the droid. When did I pick up him? Ondo, I think? It was somewhere in that area, I don't remember. You know, being shot at and almost dying was very stressful for me.
So you randomly stopped off at Ando for repairs and picked up this Twi'lek and didn't ask him his destination, didn't ask him his reason for getting on board.
He offered to pay me, and I just accepted the deal.
Takes more notes. And do you know where the human and droid have gone to?
I think they were just going to head down to planet side. I think they were waiting to further questioning as well.
Alright.
Where exactly they went, I have no idea.
Alright, do me a favor. I would like you to roll me a deception check at 2 difficulty.
Deception. Ooh, this could go either way. Okay. Nice.
You're going to take a point of strain, just to make it easy on you.
All right.
You're free to go back to either the ship or back to the waiting room. You know how to find your way, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
You're dismissed.
All right. Thank you. I guess I'll stop by the waiting room.
Okay. The stormtrooper turns his head when the door opens, sees you, and kind of just goes back to looking at the Wookiee and the Jawa.
How'd it go?
What? All right.
He gives a thumbs up.
Oh.
He just drinks
in the
water.
room, or are you going to be heading back to the ship?
I was just gonna pass on the knowledge that it's like I did confirm that I picked them up at Bothawa to take them to Tatooine. So if they do ask, that and it's just I guess I'll just wait here.
I'm just
with you
going
guys.
to. Are you doing it in code, or are you saying it in plain? Because there is a stormtrooper in the room with you.
That is true. I would say it in code.
I would need a deception check from you. Let's go with 2 difficulty. And I would need a discipline check from the other 2 at, let's say, 3 difficulty. Because you're not known to speak in code.
Oh boy, I've got 1 discipline.
Alright, you're going to add a blue die to yours. And Chabba's going to add a blue die to his, because he did so very well.
Oh, nice. Okay. Let's see. Is Rocky here right now?
Is he still gone?
Just got back. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
What's happening?
You need a discipline check at 3 difficulty, add a blue die.
Oh no! If there's anything Chabba doesn't have, it's probably that.
1 fail. 1 fail, 1 advantage. Let's see, what can I do with that advantage?
Well, okay then. 1 success. Yeah,
Chabba,
that's it.
you understand in the code that Arden has laid out, you know, that he did confirm the Bothwai Tatooine story. Blumbles, you're not understanding at all. So you're either smiling and nodding to go along with it, or it just...
That's more like
you don't get
he's
it.
just looking between Chabba and Arden, like, what?
It's like I'm gonna go back to the ship.
Alright. What did he say? He says to Chabba.
He was just reminding us of our cover.
Ah, okay.
Do you say that in plain?
I'm speaking Jawaese.
But are you saying that plainly?
I would probably say it in like I wouldn't exactly say code like street. Well, I guess speaking streetwise or whatever that is that considered a code?
Speaking slang.
He was just letting us know the 411, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shizzle.
You need to give a deception check with 2 difficulty. And Blumble, get ready with a 3 difficulty again. You have no blue die on this, by the way.
Yet.
Oh, I was saying that for Rocky's sake. Wanted to make sure he wasn't going to roll that blue with it.
Actually, I can give him a blue die. But it's too late now. He's already rolled.
All right. You get no blue die on this attempt.
2 fails.
To imagine Blumbles is just like, what?
Why am I here?
Blumbles is not a code-driven person. Let's just
No.
go with that. The stormtrooper kind of nods again and goes, Jawa.
Oh boy.
I kind of like look at him. Next,
All.
I would get up and like kind of walk over the door, open the door, or if the door isn't an auto door, and walk into wherever I need to go.
Across the hall, stormtrooper standing there, and he lets you pass, and inside is a desk, a card table, and a chair. Behind the desk is the Imperial officer with a data pad. Behind the card table is the Rhodian, and there's the chair.
All right, I walk
Please
over,
sit.
climb in the chair.
He looks at you. I know you understand me. Sit.
I walked over and climbed in the chair. I don't think you heard me say that.
I'm not hearing anything out of anybody.
Move my mic further in front of my face.
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah. I as soon as I came in, I walked over and climbed in the chair.
Okay. I didn't hear any of that at all.
Yeah,
I just
sorry.
heard silence.
Yeah.
Sorry.
My mic wasn't right in front of me that time. It's fine.
This Rhodian here will be providing translations. So
He just nods.
he's tapping on the data pad. Where were you headed?
And back to Tatooine.
Do you know a Nawara Bortuna?
Well, I know that Twi'lek guy that was on the ship. His name was Bortuna. Now, if you're asking if I know who he is, no. I just knew he was another passenger.
Do you know where the human and the droid went?
No, they departed the ship earlier today. I don't know where they went after that.
Do you know why a tracking device was on the ship that you had chartered?
No idea. I didn't even know there was a tracking device on the ship until you guys found it.
Do you have any idea why they would be chasing your ship?
Well, I think I heard you guys say that that Bortuna guy was some senator's son or something, and he was in trouble. Maybe it had something to do with that. Other than that, I have no clue.
Tack, 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 tack.
In his mind, Chabba is just like those fucking Mandalorians.
Have you encountered a Mandalorian?
Not that I know of. I'll be honest with you. I kind of only just heard about this kind of thing.
What do you normally do?
I'm a mechanic.
By trade? By hobby?
Well, you guess you could call it a trade, but it's more like I'm a gig worker. I just kind of travel around looking for work.
So why were you on Bothwai?
It was just looking for work, really.
Were you in the private sector, or were you more
Public, you know, just odds and ends, you know, like fixing colonists like speeders and stuff like that. Simple things. I mean, I've worked on some complex stuff like the sand crawlers of my people, but that was a long time ago.
So why were you heading back to Tatooine?
Death in the family.
Give me a deception check, please. 2 difficulty.
All right. Come on.
Yes.
One success.
Thank you for your time, Jawa. You're free to go back to the ship if your pilot and captain is there, or you may wait in the room you just came from.
He just kind of gets up and makes his way out of the room. And he'll make his way down the hallway, and he'll pop his head into the waiting room,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll like look over at Blumbles. Does Blumbles notice him?
Yeah, probably.
I give him a thumbs up,
Yeah, he gives a thumbs up back.
and I'm gonna head like out of the hall. I'm not gonna go all the way back to the ship, and I'm gonna wait like outside of the area for Blumbles.
The stormtrooper across the hall kind of looks at you and points into the room, or he points down the hall to the turbo lift.
I meant like outside of wherever we are, in general, like
So
in
you'd
the
be going to the
general
turbo lift
area?
and going back down to the
Yeah.
hangar. Okay.
Yeah, in the hangar, basically.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So where would you be going? Just hanging out at the convenience store?
Yeah, probably hang out at the convenience store
Alrighty.
and get me a suspicious looking hot.
Give
Give Blumbles a suspicious looking hot dog too.
Give me a perception check at 3 difficulty, please.
All right.
That's amazing and terrible.
That's
at the same
amazing.
time.
Yep. That is amazing and terrible at the same time.
Wow.
That is just a one success.
Yeah, again.
As you were in the convenience store, kind of eyeballing the hot dogs, you do catch a glimpse of anyone just kind of walking down the hall.
I'm pretty sure they don't know what he looks like, do they? Or do they? The Imperials.
Are you
Do they know what he
actually
looks like?
asking that question out of game, or are you asking that
Out of game.
out of game? He got off the ship with everybody else, so.
Hmm.
So,
I'm probably gonna walk over and look and make sure that he's not being escorted.
give me one more perception check. This time at a 1 difficulty because you're trained on him at this point.
Two success, one advantage.
You do not see any sort of escort on anyone at this point in time. So
All right.
they've either
Is he
already
alone?
talked to him, or yes, he is alone. So they've either already talked to him, or they haven't talked to him yet.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna not consider that my issue, and I'm gonna go look for that hot dog.
Yeah, they have a couple hot dogs on rollers.
Nice.
The stormtrooper kind of nods his head down again real quick, looks back up. Wookie.
Blumbles looks up and stands up, stretches his back, scratches his behind, and makes his way over to the door.
By the way, Blumbles, blue die on your next check.
Okay.
No.
One advantage.
No.
But Blumbles makes his way over to the door.
You go inside. There's a desk, an Imperial officer behind it with a data pad, a card table with a Rhodian behind it, and a chair in between them.
All right. Blumbles looks at him for a second and makes his way over to the chair and turns it around, like, punk style, and just sits in it.
Tack, 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 tack. Why were you on Bothway?
Wherever the Jawa goes, I go.
You owe him some sort of a debt.
Indeed, I do.
What is your trade?
Bodyguard. No real pay. I just look after him.
So you're a bum or a drifter?
I guess you could say drifter if you want to be nice.
Do you know where the human or the droid are at this point?
No idea. Got up and left the ship.
Have you encountered a Mandalorian?
Heard about them. Never seen one before. Heard they have expensive armor, though. The good ones, anyway.
Is there such a thing as a good Mandalorian?
I mean, skilled Mandalorian.
Well, that's a matter of perspective. Do you know why they placed a tracker on your ship?
No clue. As far as I know, may have had something to do with the pilot, something to do with that Twi'lek guy. I mean, you did say his father's a senator looking for him. Maybe he hired Mandalorians to track him down. Maybe he's that desperate.
How do you know Nawara Bortuna?
Never heard the name. First time I heard the name Bortuna was, well, the guy on the ship, and we barely talked.
Are you aware that most Wookiees are not allowed free reign in our empire?
Oh, I've heard.
So are you escaped? Freed?
No. I was freed, I guess you could say.
Would you please give me a deception check at 3 difficulty with a black die?
Okay. Let me check something. I mean, I'm a Wookiee. They're like racially profiling me. They're let me see. What is my? Is it persuasion? No, that's not persuasion. Deception. That's what
Deception.
it is. 2 green with 3, and black die. Let me move everything else so I don't roll that. Oh boy, let's see how this goes. No. I knew I was going to be the one to fail.
No, not Blumbles.
You're free to go. You may either head back to the ship or head to the waiting room across the way. Either way, my questions for you are done at this point. Out.
Alright. Blumble stands up, turns the chair, facing right back at him, and makes his way out. As he leaves, this is more of a request. Can I take a perception check to maybe hear him, like, whispering something to the Rhodian, maybe?
Absolutely. Give me a perception check. 3 difficulty.
Okay. Alright.
It's not a super huge room, so.
Yeah. What am I doing? This is what the dice I needed. So, 3 difficulty, you said? Or 2?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here we go. 3 success and 1 threat.
He wasn't saying anything at all.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
sitting there tacking on his datapad a couple of times, but he's not actually saying anything.
Okay. Poker face. Alright, Blumble will just make his way to the turbo lift.
Okay. Are you going to let Arden know, because he's still waiting in the room?
Oh.
I went back to the ship.
Oh, okay. My bad. So you're the last one to leave.
He makes his way out.
Make your way down. As you step off the turbo lift, I would say that give me a perception check with 3 difficulty.
Yay, same roll. That was almost a triumph. Let's see. 2 success.
You see Chabba. It looks like he's finishing off a hot dog.
Nice. If he doesn't see anything else, he'll just make his way over. Jabba. And as he goes to sit down, he'll just say, "Oh, that went well.
Oh, hey, I got your hot dog.
Oh, nice." He snags it. He just immediately devours it because they were on the ship. It's he's eating, but he really wanted a hot dog.
Hot dogs is good, man.
Yeah.
Even gas station hot dogs, as long as they aren't charred to bits.
It only had 3 parasites.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a bargain.
Good for gut health.
So you think they bought it?
Well, he didn't seem that suspicious. Moreover, what our business was before this doesn't really matter. I think what our business matters is if we knew Bortuna or not. If we knew what we were doing and all that jazz.
Yeah.
That's what mattered, I'm fairly certain.
I would say through the course of yours, Chabba's, and Arden's questionnaires, I would say that a couple hours had passed between them all.
How many hours?
2.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Well, what should we do now?
I was about to ask that. It's a good question. Maybe we should get back to the ship and tell Arden about everything going smoothly, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
After that, I don't know.
Bortuna,
Yo.
you are in the cell. You've been here for a very long time at this point. About 5 hours have passed since the last time you were visited. The same officer comes back with the same 2 stormtroopers.
Hi. Again. Back so soon.
How much did you tell them?
Huh?
How much did you tell that group on that ship?
Well, I wipe my brow. I'm sweating profusely. I've spent the past 5 hours attempting to exercise, successfully completing 1 push-up, 1 squat, and half of a crunch.
Sounds about right.
They don't know nothing. They're just transport, man.
Have you encountered a Mandalorian?
Amanda Huda?
The one who placed the tracking device on your vessel.
Oh. I've never heard of that kind of alien before. Where are they from?
Where did you get access to this vessel?
To the vessel? Yeah.
When did you get on board?
Let's see. I was on Nar Shaddaa, and then I took a cab, and I ended up on. Huh. That's a great question. I've been all around the place recently. You know, it's hard to keep track of all this stuff.
So you've been on a whirlwind adventure for about 4 months. You don't even know where you were, how'd you got there. Just place to place.
And now I'm in this cell.
Do you know where the human and the droid were going?
Weren't there 2 humans?
He just stares at you, waiting for the answer to the question.
I don't know where the droid was going. As far as the human, he was the pilot. I don't know. He just goes wherever and does whatever he wants to.
Do you know what was on that stick?
Gosh. Yeah, it was like 100,000 credits or something.
Do you still have that stick?
Nah, I ditched that thing forever ago. Nothing but trouble.
So others have been after you because of this, have they?
Because of the money? I don't know, maybe. Oh, well, yeah, that hut probably wasn't too happy. I borrowed a little bit of money from the casino.
He kind of turns his head to... You lost the money in a hut casino.
Yep. Thus my predicament and my whirlwind adventure.
That could explain a few things.
So honestly, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if anybody was looking.
Could
But-
you... Go ahead. But...
But you were the lucky son of a gun that got me. Congratulations. Mr. Sir. Can I go now?
Give me a deception check. 2 difficulty, please.
Oh boy.
Am I going to have to roll a deception check for every lie?
If that was true, you'd be throwing a few more. Actually,
You
by
said-
my count, 2.
Let's see. 3 difficulty.
No, 2 difficulty.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There you go again, trying to make it harder on yourself.
I really don't mean to. It's just I have this natural tendency to just. It's my internal sadism, I think. Let's go.
Oh! Woo!
Pog.
Bortuna just got a triumph, Rocky.
Oh, nice.
You okay, by the way?
I have no idea.
That's fair.
Don't know where I'm at. Who am I?
Alright. The officer scrutinizes you a little bit through the field and turns on his heel and with his stormtrooper escort and leaves.
Have a nice day. Alright. Let's go for push up number 2.
You have 3 hours until the shuttle arrives. And that's where we'll end our session. No, I'm kidding.
It's like Majora's Mask.
Dawn of the,
Dawn of the third day. Yeah.
What are you 3 doing at this point?
You ever seen like King of the Hill? You know how they're standing in that alleyway?
I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what, the damn Imperials, I'll tell you what. That dang old Imperial.
Them goddamn Imperials.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Are you standing inside the ship, outside the ship, in the lounge, in the cockpit?
Outside the ship.
Where
We're
are
standing
we?
at the boarding ramp.
Oh, you were just at the boarding ramp, just leaning on it.
Yep.
Why do I picture like a high school guy, you know, leaning on the hood of his car, waiting, you know, as the chicks go by, you know? Except we have a Jawa, a man in full armor, and a burned Wookiee.
Yep.
The Rhodian who came to you guys earlier, who was in on the meetings, comes up to you at your ship after probably half an hour or so. You 3 are free to leave on your course for Tatooine as soon as your business here is concluded. I would presume, since your other 2 passengers have left, and the last passenger will not be joining you, It should be soon. So,
All right.
stay out of trouble.
You got
Gives him a
it.
thumbs up. Yeah, I guess I'll just board the ship now.
I'll go get in the turret.
Okay, so that solves one problem. What we gonna do about Bortuna? You know,
Let's close the loading ramp first, and Blumble will shut the loading ramp. After Arden gets on, of course.
Loading ramp starts. Whoa! 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 What are you doing? My ship!
But the Blumbles will reconvene everyone in the lounge area, I suppose. They say, all right, we're in the clear now, so we just, are they going to track us going to Tatooine, or are they that suspicious?
I have no idea. Are we talking about the Imperials or the Mandalorians?
Imperials.
I don't know. Probably not. I mean, they would have had to install the tracker on a ship, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we could.
Speaking of that, Blumbles is actually going to go to his room and get his tracker,
Was it hidden?
his scanner. I would imagine like it was probably like hidden under his covers or something. Unless they like deep searched the room, they probably wouldn't have found it.
There's a scanner,
Give
right?
me a
Not a tracker.
skullduggery check it. 2 difficulty.
All right, let me
How
see a
good were
skullduggery.
you at hiding? Said device.
How good is Blumbles at hiding?
That said device. Would it
Oh
be
well,
skullduggery or would it be stealth?
Shit, be right back.
I think they're both the same. They're both the same roll.
Well, if
I'll
you-
say he just tried to snug it somewhere. Let's see if how well he did. One advantage.
the device is gone.
Damn it. Is his bowcaster still there at least?
And that bowcaster's still there.
Oh, okay. I think Rocky left again. I hope he's
He
not.
did.
I hope he's not puking his guts up.
Arden,
Yes.
what is your thoughts so far?
I don't know. I don't know. I've honestly thought about like going down and visiting him under the pretext of like, so am I going to get my money?
That's actually not a bad plan.
That's a good idea, actually.
Are you puking, Rocky?
No, I'm not puking. Sorry, that
Okay.
time I had an unexpected visitor.
Oh, okay. Just want to make sure you're all right.
Hopefully, I'm not gonna puke. I really don't want to do that.
Yeah, he said food poisoning, so I assumed that.
Yeah, I might have food poisoning. I hope not.
It's one of the 2 ends with food poisoning. So,
Mm-hmm.
One end.
well, hopefully it's not both at once.
Yeah, that would
Oh.
suck. I've only got one bucket, and I gotta put cans in it.
Yeah.
All right, what now, guys? Almost leans back. Oh yeah, by the way, he has his bowcaster. He puts it on the table. They must have took the scanner. Can't find it.
Scanner? What scanner?
Bought a scanner, remember? Looking for trackers.
Oh yeah, the one that we used that one time and then weren't successful, and it turns out they apparently came back and did it again.
Yeah.
Shit.
At least I don't have this. And he opens the secret hatch on the thing and pulls out the lightsaber.
Yeah.
Need to
it's
find
true.
out if this thing works.
Why would they take a scanner?
Maybe that's to tell us they put a scanner on the ship. Or a scanner, a tracker, rather.
Or it was illegal.
Or it was illegal.
Why would why would it be illegal?
He shrugs.
Because
I'm gonna look
Imperials
around
track
before-
people all the time and they don't want people to find their trackers.
Yes. That was gonna be my answer, but Blumbles just shrugged.
I mean,
Yeah.
you get a small little message on your comlink. Doot.
Yes. Hello.
Hey, it's Roos.
Oh. Hi. How are you doing?
Well, I'm not in custody, and neither's anyone. So far so good, I guess would be the best way of putting it. We were interrogated a few hours ago. Waited to contact you until towards the end of the time frame that they set up, just to make sure there were no issues. So
Oh, okay, because they asked about you.
yeah, not surprised. They asked about you guys as well. Since apparently our stories checked out between all of us, they had no problem with cutting us loose. Any word on Bortuna?
No. None. I thought about seeing if I could go visit him on an inquiry about, my payment for his passage on my ship.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Yeah, you should know the Imperials by now. You get a second little chime on your comm link in your hand. Safe travels. And the comm link cuts off.
Well, yeah, okay, that was short-lived. At least they're doing all right.
You have a little glowing light on your comm link.
it's like you got another call there.
Hello. Hello. Anybody there?
It's a data. It's data, not an actual message.
I'm not supposed to know.
That's great.
Because I had my mic turned off and I was saying goodnight to my daughter.
Okay.
I was like, I didn't know.
That was still funny though. It's like, hello.
Anybody there?
Hello, Milk Chan.
Data.
Hello.
I'll be back.
Everybody's leaving tonight.
I'm still here.
All right. Data.
It looks like it's data. Like they sent you like a text message almost.
Oh, okay.
Go plug it in the
I
computer.
would. How do I look at it?
Go plug it in the computer.
Okay, I will do so.
You insert, the comm link into the system to pull the message off of it. And what it is a very short and brief message. It looks like it was either Roos or anyone, and it gives you just a very simple message. Incoming Imperial transport. And it says about 2.5 hours from now, timestamp wise.
Okay.
Silence.
Yeah,
So-
I'll just tell them the information.
Imperial transport, eh? Is that like the thing we blew up on that one planet?
Yes.
Well, that's probably what they're gonna put Bortuna in, right?
Arden.
Well, then we have to leave, right?
Once our business here is done, yes.
Are we gonna make this our business?
The Wookiee's
What do you mean?
just hiding under the bed.
And it's like, well, I paused there because I was like, wait, what does he mean? And two, do I actually understand him?
Didn't your
Well, you can
xenology
Or is the
pass?
Wookiee, or am I having the Wookiee translate for me?
Didn't your xenology check pass earlier?
Yes, it
I think I
did.
had like a success and then like 3 threat or something like that.
Well, a success means it works.
Wasn't
Okay.
it 3 success and 1 threat?
Doesn't matter.
Anyway,
Doesn't matter. He understands you.
I know I succeeded, but I had some threat there, so I didn't.
Your skill with the Jawa language is improving.
Very nice.
But what do you mean by make it our business? If you are going-
reacquire Bortuna.
Well, see, how would we go about doing that on an Imperial station?
Chabba just kind of lifts up his rifle.
Almost kind of looks like he's spaced out. He's like, wait, who are we shooting? What?
I heard violence.
Violence is never the answer. I got it wrong on purpose.
Violence is never the answer. It's the question, and the answer is always yes.
I was about to say that myself.
But for real, what are we talking about?
We got a text from, I assume, one of our friends.
There's
and
an
it said-
Imperial transport coming in. We
Yeah, what is
assumed
that?
to pick up Bortuna.
Oh,
About 2.5 hours.
all right.
I was saying, should we make that our business or not?
Well, he actually looks to Arden. How is in? What was I going to say? Oh, here we go. How deep in Imperial control is Ryloth?
I'm
mean-
fairly certain his father's on the Senate there.
So would it be worse than here or worse on the
Well-
on Ryloth?
We're on a station, right?
Yeah.
So I would imagine a station would be a lot weaker than an entire planet.
Fair, but we're also in a more concentrated area of Imperials on a
Well,
planet. You know.
Another thing, right now we're in a hangar. They're gonna have to land the shuttle in this hangar, right?
This is
If,
hangar 13.
Yeah, I was going to say there's
Well,
multiple entrances.
They'll have to land it here at the station, regardless. But once they leave and they go to Ryloth, well, one, they're probably gonna have an escort, maybe, so we won't be able to follow them, at least not very closely. And two, when they leave, where they're landing is probably going to be a lot more heavily guarded than here.
Probably.
Probably be some sort of either prison or a Senate building or other governmental structure or something like that. And on the planet, those things have some serious defenses.
All right. So, what's the plan?
Well, good question. Usually, I'd say shoot them in the fucking face, but yeah, I don't know if that'll be the only thing we can do here.
On an Imperial station with a lot of backup around. Won't be
And not
as
to
easy.
mention, I'm fairly certain there's a light cruiser outside as well.
Yeah.
Well, I have another idea, but it's a really bad idea.
Well, before you say your idea, actually, there's also another problem. If we start causing chaos on the station, even if we get Bortuna on the ship somehow, they'll probably lock the hangars down, so no one can leave.
This is where my idea comes.
All right, lay it on me.
Me and you find out where the shuttle is, the one that they're gonna be taking Bortuna in. They get Bortuna in it, and we hijack it.
All right. Problem is, though, how are we gonna do that?
Well, I may not be as good as Arden, but I can still pilot a space vessel to an extent. I'm fairly certain we could fight our way in. Or maybe. And once we get in, we're relatively golden. We'll have to take some sort of hostage, though. Hopefully somebody high profile. Because without one,
We're kind of fucked. Also, I'm fairly certain if they're going to be using an Imperial shuttle, they'll probably be taking that Imperial shuttle to a larger ship. You know, because I don't think those things can go into hyperspace, can they?
He shrugs. I
They're
don't
too.
know.
I'm fairly certain.
Fairly certain, yeah. Well, there's one way we could find out where this shuttle is. We have to get our hands on an Imperial comm link, jack into the communications.
Well, did that say where it was going to be? Well, no, they couldn't possibly know. Yeah, good point.
No, I just said, but it would be here about 2.5 hours.
I mean, it
There was
shouldn't
one
be.
coming.
It shouldn't be that hard to find an. I mean, well, we know where they're going to take Bortuna out from, right?
Uh, I don't know where his cell is, really. They could lead him through here, they could lead him through another hangar. Who
Well,
knows?
here's the question.
They may not bring him here just in case.
What's the structure of the station like? Are the hangars all connected together? Is it like vertical and there's like a power lift that goes up and down in the center, and the hangars are all connected to the central power lift, or?
Well, hang on a second. I can actually show you what the station looks like. Because remember, I tried to describe it and I was doing a bad job at it.
Whoa! It's like a dry dock.
It is. It's a station designed to build ships. You dock at the top areas, and there's, like 3 levels that they keep there, and then they build the ship in said dry dock. I tried to describe it. It had ribs around the side, but I didn't do a good job.
Huh? Probably could have just said dry dock.
I did.
You did? Did he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did.
Huh.
Which I already had a vague idea of what he was talking about,
Yeah.
anyways.
It had been a while.
Sorry.
So I didn't really remember.
I had to,
Sorry.
I finally found that and grabbed it and put it in here just to be on the safe side in case you guys asked about it. And ta-da! You did.
So that throws that out of the water. Yeah, so looks like we're gonna have to steal Comlink or some shit. I mean, well, we're on a dry dock. There's a bunch of hangars, and there's probably not as many. Well, maybe not as many actual like facility buildings per se. How big of a dry dock is this? Is this like Star Destroyer size dry dock, or is this like cruiser or destroyer size?
It's probably not big enough to do a full Star Destroyer, but if like 3 of these got together, they'd probably be able to parse it out and like do a final assembly with some tugs and shit like that. It could not do a full Star Destroyer, but it could definitely do smaller ships than that. The Aquinas Light Cruiser, it could probably build here.
Okay. Well then, that's pretty damn big. I guess the only option I could think of is stealing a comlink. We know that there's going to be a shuttle arriving to pick up Bortuna, or a transport at the very least. We don't really know what kind per se, but it'll probably be an Imperial shuttle, I would imagine.
Well, there's another solution if we can, if we're smart enough to do it. And Blumbles, he actually pulls out one of the 2 comm links he has on him. We could maybe jack into their communications with one of our own. Whether they'll pick that up or not is another question.
Well, I would say they would, but who knows?
As long as we don't talk, or at least keep this thing muted. How do you do that? He actually turns it around.
Let me see it for a second. I guess I'm gonna, I don't know, try to jack in. I don't know.
I'd put duct tape around the microphone part.
Yeah.
Yeah, comlinks aren't normally designed to be like, muted. They can be turned off, kind of a thing, but they couldn't really, be muted. For case of example, see, episode 4, 3PO and R2 hiding in the closet while they're being crushed by a trash compactor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. I
What
will.
were you wanting to do
You
the
know,
comlink for?
so that we can find out where this Imperial shuttle or whatever the transport is going to be.
Probably going to be a mess of information, though.
Yeah.
They could be, well, now that I think about it, they could be talking about any shuttle. I think the only person who could maybe be convincing, like getting on an Imperial line, but even asking a question about it might be suspicious, would be maybe Arden.
Well,
Yeah.
what if? So our cover story was that Bortuna boarded the ship and said he'd pay Arden a bunch of money probably to transport him, right?
Yeah.
I know he said that more than likely he wouldn't be getting it back out of that. But what if he wanted to beat him up a little bit? You think they'd let him?
I can see this plan going badly.
Well, maybe, but really depends on how racist the troopers they've got sitting there is. But he is a senator's son. They might not want to beat him up too much, or see him beat up too much. They might get in trouble for that.
That's true.
Well, I agree with the fact that we could hijack the shuttle.
Yeah.
That's the problem, though. Yeah, I don't know how we'll find out what it is.
Well, if it's a shuttle, it might not just be transporting Bortuna.
Maybe not.
Might also be transporting other prisoners, maybe. Hell, if we're lucky, we might find some Wookiees there.
Maybe.
Doubtful.
Doubtful, but, you know.
Either way, standing around talking about it ain't gonna do us any good. Are we gonna go try to get a communicator, or what are we doing?
Blumbles sits. He actually sits on the floor, crosses his arms, and thinks. Well, if we want to find out where the shuttle is, then I guess we'll try and get a comm link.
Worth the shot. They're usually inside the helmets of the stormtroopers, right?
About that.
But what about it?
I just go into my room right fast. I walk back out. I just set a comm link on the table.
A regular comm link, or
No.
Chabba. That is an Imperial comlink.
Chabba looks down at that and looks back up at Arden confused. Where'd you get this?
I found it.
Okay.
Pure innocence of, I found it. Okay.
Well, I mean, come on. Why would I even ask? You know, look at me and Blumbles. We have our secrets. You have yours. Where'd you get that droid? I found it. Okay.
Just okay.
Alright, that's solved step number 1.
Well, you're the only one here who speaks Imperial. You probably the one who has to use it. 'Cause if a Jawa is on there yakking about, they're probably gonna be like, "Who the hell let this fucking, I don't know,
Monkey.
yeah, monkey on this fucking line? Get them off this line, or whatever." I mean, let's just turn it on for now. Listen, then maybe we'll hear something about the shuttle. I mean, how many shuttles could possibly be landing at this station at once, anyway? Right?
It is a space station.
Turn it on. Shuttle 1 is coming in. Shuttle 45 is coming.
All right. Well, okay. Another question. All right. Let's go. I'm gonna two things at once here. First off, listen in on that. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go talk to that hot dog guy. See if he has a map of the station.
Find out where the fucking holding cells are. Maybe we can actually find out where the shuttle might be.
Well,
Blumbles.
we've still got 2 hours before it's gonna even be here.
Well, yeah, but preparation and all that shit.
Blumbles is going to tag along with Chabba just to make sure he doesn't get mugged or anything.
All right, the two of you head out the ship and head to the convenience store, and the guy behind the counter is just, hello. What can I do?
Hey, but you got a map. By the way, Blumbles. Could this guy understand us? I don't remember.
I don't think he can.
Do you have a map?
They are hoping that you have a map of the station.
Anyone? Is that anyone?
Yeah.
The hell are you doing here?
Waiting on our transport.
Oh. Okay.
Thanks for the save.
Yeah, seriously.
The dude looks at the droid, looks at you two, and is like, yeah, just a second. Pulls out like a little hollow device, almost. It almost looks like a hockey puck. Sets it down. And up comes like a little 3D display of the station.
Okay, I like reach over and I like grab it off the desk. I like
Hey,
turn around
give me
and I
that
look
back.
at it. I'll give it back in a second.
Yoink!
I'm just gonna
He
stand
merely
there.
wishes a closer view. He will return it in a minute.
I'm gonna like look and I'm gonna see if I can see any holding facilities.
Unfortunately, it is not that descriptive. This is a civilian, model of the map. It shows the various hangars, which, as you will now find out, there is a total of about 28 of them.
That's not so bad.
A number of storage holds for the materials coming in to be used to build the ships, and administrative offices above that, and other features that are like not descripted properly. Like they could be bathrooms, they could be storage closets, they could be torture chambers. You don't fucking know.
Are there any of those nondescript rooms nearby here?
No, they would be up with the administrative section.
Hmm.
And you know for a fact that there's at least some Imperial officers and stormtroopers up there.
That's true. So how many stormtroopers have we seen here? Have we seen like it's just in a massive amount, like everywhere you look, there's at least one?
From what you've seen so far, you've probably seen at least 10 individuals. But you haven't been all the way through this station. And if that's the concentration you're seeing in this one section, it could mean that's their entire contingent, or 28 times that.
It's like 280 total. At
Potentially.
worst.
Those are just rough numbers.
All right.
It's anywhere between 0 and infinity. You don't know.
Okay, now I'm gonna roll the chance cube real quick.
Sure.
Red, I do the thing I'm thinking about doing. Blue, I do the thing I probably should do. Okay. All right. So I turn off the little hockey puck thing while I'm still turned around, and I slide it into my coat, and I pull out the one that is identical but has Gamorrean porn on it.
Yeah, I was setting that up, hoping and hoping and hoping and hoping.
I'll be right back.
Give me a skullduggery, please. Let's
Don't
say
mind if I
2
do.
difficulty.
Time
You know what?
fine to come.
I can't wait for the next person who asks for a map to just be traumatized. Oh, this is a Gamorrean. He might be thoroughly surprised.
Upgrade
Welcome,
one of
please.
those difficulty.
Okay.
That's still not a bad setup.
No. Yeah. 3 success.
Okay.
3 success.
And that's it.
Thank you for my map back, little person. Puts it back under the counter.
Give him thumbs up. Oh, did anyone see me do that? Please tell me.
Did anyone see you do that? Oh, that's
Yeah,
a good
anyone.
question. Let me get anyone's sheet.
I'll actually see if Blumble saw you do that.
Perception. What is your skullduggery, sir?
The skullduggery is rank 2. So
So
2 yellow, 1 green.
2 yellow and a green. Because I have to versus mine of that. Wait. What did you have? What did you have? It was 3 success.
Yep, just 3 success. Just 3 success.
No. Anyone did not catch that.
Okay.
Oh, that's great.
What would Blumbles have to roll to notice?
He would have to roll more than your 3 successes.
Oh. I don't think there's any purple on that, Blumbles.
Correct.
It's just a flat perception.
Basically, what it would be in the purples would be 3 failures. He would have to roll better than 3 failures.
Oh, okay. Why not? Let's see if I can do that. Nope.
Nope.
All right, nobody saw me. That's kind of a bummer.
It was smooth. It was quick. It was efficient. Honestly, that's the way it should be when you do sleight of hand.
Mm-hmm.
Some up-close magic, you know?
I did put some ranks into that specifically for these reasons. Okay, well, I got a map. Let's head back to the ship, I guess. I like look at anyone, and I'm like, see you later, spaceman. Probably.
Maybe. And he
Oh,
wanders
by the
out
way.
of the shop.
I kind of like to look at him. By the way, good luck, and might be best if you guys be leaving as soon as you can.
Our transport is still a few hours away, unfortunately. And
That's
he
fine.
leaves. He just leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Leave him wanting more.
Yep, leave him wanting more. So yeah, Chabba takes as he's walking along with Blumbles, he pulls out the little hockey puck thing and turns it on.
Blumbles, I need you to give me... Let's go a straight agility roll to difficulty.
Okay. I believe that is just 2 green.
You know what that hockey puck looks like, and you know what's on that thing. And he's whipping it out in broad daylight. You cannot avert your eyes fast enough, and you are horrified.
One advantage, though.
He
Yeah.
restores
Almost
the
goes,
point.
whoa! He covers his eyes.
You try to cover your eyes.
Oh, yeah, he tries to.
And then it's the map.
Oh.
It's the map. It's the map.
The thought, the realization does hit you. It's just like, oh.
Oh. Oh. Smooth.
Mischief
Yeah.
made.
Honestly, I'm surprised nobody noticed.
You might want to put that away before someone does notice.
I mean, I'm just a Jawa with a map. He turns it off and slides it into his coat.
All right.
I'd write that down, but it's not as important as a Gamorrean porn. Sooner or later, I knew I was going to have to use that, so
Erase that Gamorrean porn puck.
it's
gone.
my inventory.
You know,
You've
it could have
had
been the
that
Death Star
a lot.
plans he swapped out. Nope, it's a map of a space station dry dock.
Yeah.
Lord Vader, we found the Death Star plans. Hands him the hockey puck. It's Gamorrean porn.
Oh,
Vader just stares at them for probably a good 10 seconds before just choking the guy out.
not before, while choking the guy.
While choking.
This better not awaken something in me!
I'm just thinking of the old guy from Family Guy when Peter accidentally, taped softcore cable porn over the wedding thing. He's like sitting in the chair, wake up, damn it, and like slamming his crotch.
Oh, man.
You guys get back to the ship. Arden, you're still there. They've been gone maybe 10 minutes, if that.
Is Arden back, by the way? John
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. Like, as soon as we walk in, if Arden is still sitting in the lounge, Chab will just walk over, set the thing down on the table, and turn it on.
It's hard to see with the armor and the helmet and everything on, but he looks, I would presume, contemplative. He's like
Yeah.
staring at the Imperial comlink, like, am I actually going to turn that thing on?
All right, Arden, look what we got. And he like sits down and turns it on. Not the comlink, but yeah,
Give
the map.
me a agility check, because you know what that puck was, Arden.
Oh god,
2 difficulty.
great agility.
Yep, straight agility, 2 difficulty. You do not avert your eyes fast enough.
Like, it's a map.
It's a map.
Yeah.
It's a map. It's a map.
Wait, where'd the Gamorrean stuff go?
You know what? I don't want to know.
All right. He brings up a map. It shows the station, the couple levels, the nondescript rooms, the administrative rooms, the different hangars that are available. You know, the main area, storage warehouse areas for the materials for use in construction, etc.
So, as you can see here, there's 28 hangars on this vessel. There's administrative offices and the like above us. Bortuna probably is somewhere up there. I don't know where. He may be close to here. He may be somewhere way over there in like hangar 2. Or the other direction. I don't know. We're in hangar 13, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So he could be either way or he could be near us. Well, that means we have 27 other hangar possibilities. I would assume that this here comlink can listen in on Imperial broadcasts. Is that a possibility? Is that how it works? What we talking here?
May have to tap into their into this sector of communications. Maybe I don't really know how this works.
Well,
What do you think, Arden?
you're a communicator, so you'll be the one that will know how to use it.
Yeah.
Just a second.
Yeah, actually, I don't know. Would it?
Again, he's sitting there kind of, staring at the comlink, staring at the map, gauging what he's thinking and doing.
Hello, Arden. Hello.
Bortuna,
Okay.
What?
nothing has changed. Nobody's come to visit you. Nothing. Gary in the bag is, we must do something.
Yes. Just tell me what I should do, Gary. I'm so lost right now.
I don't know. I'm an explosive.
Well said. You know what? You're right. You are an explosive. And times like these call for explosive measures. Whew. There's only one choice, Gary. There's only one foreseeable way out of this situation. Oh God, my leg! I'm bleeding! Somebody please come help me!
Give me a perception check, 2 difficulty.
Think I'm dying. Oh god.
One threat.
There's been a camera pointed at your cell. You're just noticing it since you're rolling on the ground.
Hey, wait a second. Put that there. Hello? Can I reach it?
No, it's outside the ratios.
Oh, okay.
That would just be bad sports. With the camera on the inside. Just every once in a while. Well, it zooms in a little and then zooms back out.
I'm going to frantically wave at it. Help! Help, I've injured myself. I'm bleeding everywhere. You have to send help. Oh god, it's awful.
After a couple of minutes, you just kind of peter out, and a stormtrooper comes by and goes, "You're not bleeding." Walks back off.
I'm all the way here just to... You're already leaving. Do you at least want to play cards? God. Okay, Gary. That didn't work. Time for playing B-. I hunker down into a sprinting position, aimed for the ray shield. Okay. And I take off full force.
You hit the shield.
What happens? I don't know.
Have you ever put your tongue to a 9-volt?
No, but I know. But I've had it described to me.
Yeah, it's like that everywhere. 3 times as hard. You just
Begin convulsing
off.
on the ground. Okay. Okay. Oh. The pain begins to ease. Okay.
You hear a small cheer from down the hall.
Okay. Time for playing C+.
Why do your grades keep getting worse?
Because nothing I think of is working. Nobody will talk to me. There's no way out of this cell.
It's almost like you're a prisoner.
Yeah, somebody gets me. I'm so glad you're here with me, Gary.
I will be your friend until the end. Whenever I cause that.
What? I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
Back to the crew.
You know, I was honestly terrified that when he collided with the ray shield, the shock would detonate the thermal detonator.
I had halfway considered that, but I knew that wasn't what I wanted to do.
Thought about it after I said that I began charging. I was like, wait a second, I have a thermal detonator.
He's halfway through a sprint, and he's just like, wait a minute, I have a thermal detonator on me.
Okay. Is Arden still looking contemplative? Okay.
I just reach over and flick it on.
And you start hearing some chatter. Not a lot of chatter, but some various chatter. This is Shuttle 6778 coming into Hangar 4. Yeah, this is Star Destroyer, Isthmus. Leaving system. And you just start hearing chatter.
Okay, so this is Chabba talking to Arden here. Here's the deal. So we don't know which shuttle it is that'll be transporting Bortuna. However, if there's a way that we could possibly either find out what it is or redirect it to this hangar specifically, that would probably be our best bet. That is, if multiple vessels can dock in a hangar, can they?
At least 4 of your size vessel could dock in this one hangar. That's how I described it last game.
Is there only like one of these? Just us here?
There's at least 2 other ships in here.
Okay. Well, that leaves space for one more at least.
Of your size. Potentially smaller vessels could probably double up in a space, But between now and when the shuttle's supposed to come in, there is that potential. As long as it's not taken up by another incoming vessel.
Blumbles will actually gesture to Arden to switch off the communicator before he speaks.
No, I'll turn it off.
Alright. Now, we're free to leave. So, if we hear where the shuttle is being docked, then we can just move to that hangar, if there's room. Unless it's a private, Imperial-only sector on the station.
I'd imagine they'd have it on lockdown.
Possibly.
Well, I mean, I don't know. He's probably not exactly supposed to be an incredibly well guarded individual, I would imagine.
You were
I don't
also
know.
directed to land in this hangar by the control.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, so I don't think we could tell it where to land either.
No.
Unless we got up to control somehow and took over there.
Well, I mean, it's all controlled by comm links, right? Anyway,
Maybe.
why? What in what way could we not just I don't know, one ask, hey, this is I don't know, fucking trooper like 986 or some shit. I'm supposed to be looking over a shuttle that's being sent to I don't know, transport a high value prisoner out of here into Ryloth. I was sent to escort him, but I can't find the. I'm not sure. I wasn't briefed on which hangar he's supposed to be sent to. Can I get a heads up on that or some shit?
I don't know. I say control would be questioning why a trooper would be asking about that. I say if we did, then an officer would probably track where we're communicating from and come see what we're talking about.
That's a possibility. Probably a relatively strong possibility, but I don't know what else we could do other. I mean, we could just continue listening, but as you can tell, we're having lots of different chatter here, and there's a lot of different shuttles coming in and out, like we had word.
Honestly, I thought of another idea. It's incredibly dangerous, depending on the situation, but it's also one of the better ideas I think I've had, other than just going to Ryloth and waiting there. But anyway, we could, since we know where the administrative level is, we could maybe intercept where the Imperials will be coming from and just jump them there.
Yeah,
The officer might be there, but if we take him out first and he like shoulders with his bowcaster, we might be in the clear.
that while that is a good idea, we still don't know where Bortuna is.
How many? Let's see. Was there
Looks
only
like
one turbo lift in and out of that place, or are there multiple? He says, basically gesturing for the map to be open.
Using the map, you can see that there's multiple turbolift access points to the administration area.
All right.
I should say
If
in and out.
all right, if we listen into Imperial communications, they may call ahead and say what hangar they're heading toward. Like not just the shuttle, but the troopers themselves, saying, "All right, heading to hangar 26 or something." Maybe it depends on how book smart these guys are, I guess.
well, they're Imperials.
Yeah, the sticklers for terrible rules, so maybe.
What's
What
your
do you
input
think,
on
Arden?
this?
We both said, "What do you think, Arden?"
Yeah,
This comlink can't pick up. It can only pick up the Navy side. The ship's
okay.
coming in and leaving. It won't be
Oh.
able to listen to just the normal chatter.
All
how
right.
many shuttles have we heard coming in the time frame we've been talking?
But you
Oh, we
shut
had it turned off.
So
Well, yeah, I know, but even before that, it was on for like a little while.
you heard one shuttle coming in as well as a Star Destroyer leaving.
How long of a time did we have it on for? Say, like maybe 5 or 6 minutes.
Something like that. Not very long at all.
Okay, well, here's my proposal. We turn on this comm link for maybe 30 minutes. We see how many shuttles come and go. And if it's a lot, then we have to do something else. If it's only a few, then well, odds are we might be able to actually do something before Bortuna shuttle gets here, you know? Who knows, maybe they'll well, you know, I doubt they'll announce anything like that. But
Maybe they'll call themselves a prison transport or prisoner transport. Maybe.
That'd be lucky, but I don't know.
I don't know. Well, while you guys turn that thing back on, I might head back to my room and he takes off his bowcaster and takes out the lightsaber again. I'm gonna take a look at this, see what's up.
All right. Chabba would turn the thing back on as Blumbles walks back to his room.
Yep.
All right. Gonna split the party a third way. Heard. Understood.
Well,
Alright.
I mean, we're still in the ship.
How long are you guys going to listen to the comlink?
About 30 minutes, probably. That's as long as like Chavo.
Okay. In that time, you hear of 2 shuttles coming in. One shuttle leaving, as well as various communications about ship placements in system.
Hmm.
You know, yada yada, orbiting X station, yada yada, heading to X station, etc. It's like listening to aircraft control. You know.
Yeah. So, well, that's not a lot. One shuttle leaving and one shuttle coming in 30 minutes.
Mm-mm. 2
That's
shuttles
not a whole
coming,
lot.
1 shuttle leaving.
2 coming. One. Well, that's still not a whole lot, per se.
No, this isn't a huge hub.
I would like kind of look at Arden. Well, another question: Do they announce what hangar that they're like going to before they land, or is it, you know?
Honestly, give me a chance cube. What's your favor?
Favor red.
Oh boy.
Yes, as a matter of fact, they are announcing the shuttles that they're when the shuttles make their announcements, they are saying which hangar they're heading to, as well as the one that was leaving, disembarking hangar, yada yada. Apparently, it's to make sure that the spaceway is clear of vessels.
Hot damn. Well, all right. I would feel better if we had more than one. Finding out what shuttle he's in, or he's going to be in. Well, I guess in theory we could split up. And so long as there's not 3 shuttles, we shouldn't have a fucking problem. But the thing is, do we have 3 comm links besides this one? Clearly, this one won't.
On you, I don't believe so. I think Blumbles has one. I think Arden has 2 for some strange reason.
Yeah, I have 2 for some strange reason.
Actually, Blumbles has 2 as well.
The hell, you guys?
Jeez.
I don't know why. He just has 2 on him.
Yeah, I think over total we were only supposed to have like a total of 4, and one of them got blown up. I don't know where all these things have come from.
I think we stole them from the cops. I have no idea.
Been rifling through people's pockets and grabbing comlinks for no strange reason.
Yep.
Kleptomaniacs.
Yes, the Jawa is.
Well, I mean, since we apparently have the comm links, it would probably work then.
So, you're attempting to get these comlinks onto this Imperial band, or are you just trying to coordinate with each other more?
Coordinate.
Coordinate? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Like, if the need be, like, if there's, like, 3, like, separate shuttles that land in 3 separate hangars at the same time in that time frame, we probably need to be in that area to see if one of them has Bortuna, and if we have to split up in that regard, then we'd have to, we need to be able to communicate with each other.
Okay. One last important bit of information I actually forgot to mention. You were listening for half an hour on the 2 incomings and the 1 outgoing. You tended to hear them saying, hey, shuttle XXX, heading to hangar, X, and then they got a confirmation back after about 30 seconds or so. Which means that the time between announcement and arrival and landing is a short window. the shuttle that said that they were leaving was not one of the ones that had income in that half hour.
Hmm. So I was gonna like look at Arden. Is Blumbles in here too, or is he in his room?
He's in his room.
He's in.
Okay, well he's gonna look at Arden. Hey, you remember that fucking the hell are those things? The fucking Vortigaunt, whatever. The guy that was here when we landed. Green guy. You know that guy. They know what?
The Rhodian?
Yeah. Well, Chabba probably doesn't know what the fuck they're called. But yeah. They know everything that comes in and out of here, right? Like they have to hail on that shit, right? Do you think if we could get a hold of one of those guys, they could help us with this?
I don't know.
I feel like if anybody would, they could, right?
Well, depends. Yeah, I'm just gonna reach over and click off the comm link. It. How do you mean by help us? You mean just willingly just tell us, hey, this is the shuttle?
Just assume usually when I'm talking about somebody that isn't in our group, that it's not willingly.
Doubtful.
So if we kidnapped him and threatened to beat him to death, he wouldn't help us.
I mean, he might, but we might also get caught doing so.
Well, I'm stuck here.
And then he might, rat us out because, Empire.
I don't think ratting us out is the worst thing we have to worry about. Besides, we wouldn't let him go after we beat him up. We wouldn't kill him, but, we couldn't let him go. Either. As far as I'm aware, then, the only option we really have is to just wait on a shuttle to show up, hope it's the right fucking one, and go to it.
Blumbles.
Yes.
You're going to be in that room for about half an hour. What are you doing?
Well, I'd say he'd be halfway listening to what they're talking about there, tuning out the comm chatter. I'd say he'd be sitting at I think there's a little desk in here. Yeah, there is. He'd be sitting at the little desk in here, just pretty much looking over this lightsaber. Like he's not really trying to take it apart or anything. He's just like looking it over and let's see. I don't really know how much Blumbles himself knows about like the Jedi, really.
It's your character.
Probably.
It's your character.
Oh, I know, and I'm just like trying to think.
You've been alive long enough to know of them. You were, you said you were what, 80?
80 years old.
Yeah. It's been maybe 20 years since the fall of the Republic and the rise of the Empire.
Okay. I'd say he knows a little bit about him. He didn't really pay too much attention. He wasn't really above the bar a lot of the time, so I'd say he knows of them and of some of their stuff. And if I had to wager a guess, where was I going with that? I don't know. But I'd say Blumbles would look over the lightsaber for a bit, and after like trying to find like a little, like, I don't know, easy detach mechanism, like where you can just take it apart, which he probably wouldn't. I don't know.
Give me a mechanics check for difficulty.
Oh boy. Let's see how good Blumbles is. I think he only has 2 mechanics. Yep, that's 2. 4 yellow die. 4 purple die. Man, I won't use light side. Actually, what time is it? It's 10:41. You guys think I just use a light side? I don't think we'll get to do our Bortuna operation.
No, we won't. Brother.
Okay. Oh. Flip, please. Not R. Alright.
Triumph.
Oh,
But
it didn't matter.
totally, yeah. You should
Oh,
go mechanical triumph.
yeah, mechanical triumph. Let me
You
decide what I'll do
couldn't
with
get it apart.
that.
It is, in a way, constructed that you don't know how it fits and works together.
Ugh.
You do, however, encounter a older but still recognizable charging port on it.
Weird. Yeah, look at it. Thought like Jedi just kept these things around, just charge themselves with their magic or whatever. He just looks it over. I'd say this probably took him the full 30 minutes looking around to
Trying not
find
to
that.
destroy it, and
Yeah, try not to destroy it.
why do I see Blumbles getting mad at it, like twisting it like a fucking and throwing it across the goddamn cabin and ricocheting off shit.
And it comes on as it bumps into the wall and like stabs him in the head. Nah.
Go to the final destination.
Yep.
He is his own doom.
My own doom. But as for mechanical triumph, I guess he'll just
No, the mechanical triumph was the charging port.
okay. All right then. I'd say Blumbles after spending all that time, be like, charging port, and then he'd probably step out and he'd actually open his mouth to say something, but then make sure the communicator's turned off.
Well, I mean, if it took you 30 minutes to figure that out, then we only live 30 minutes away.
All right. I'd say he comes in after the end of the conversation you guys just had. He's like, all right, I think I found something out.
Yeah?
He's twisting his hand. It probably needs to charge. Got a charging port on it.
Oh. All right.
Do we have any charging things? I got one for a lightsaber.
Let me take a look at it.
Hey, he hands it over.
Okay.
Give me a mechanics check. Let's say 3 difficulty.
I don't know. Here's a cell phone charger. This is Chabba.
Make sure that's right.
Okay.
Yes.
If that's the equivalency of what you're talking about, cell phone chargers, I will explain this better as soon as he finishes his roll.
Okay. Nice.
Very
To
nice.
success, 1 advantage.
If the modern lightsaber uses a charging port that is an equivalent to a USB-C, something that's common, something that is, quick and efficient. This one uses like the old 10-pin Nokia connection.
Ooh.
So kind of like the old iPhone charger.
Kind of.
The big one.
Almost. It's an archaic charging port, But you know for a fact that you could actually get that to charge. You might have to cannibalize something in order to, make a proper connector for it, but you know for a fact that you could get that to charge.
Hey, I recognize this. Yeah, I think one of the old communicators my ma used to have had one like this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can find a charger for this. Or at the very least, well, I wouldn't say I can make one, but it's pretty common, I would say. It's only
It would not be common. This is an archaic. This is old.
well, it was common.
It was common. That's a good way of putting it. It was common.
Yeah. It shouldn't be that hard to either make or find one of these. I mean, I could try to whip something up, but probably not a good time for that. Maybe.
Yeah. Just a future plan, I suppose.
After
If we make it out of this.
Yeah, if we live. Yeah. Well.
Blumbles reinserts the lightsaber.
Does it seem like it would take too much time to do this? To try to.
You would have to give me some sort of check to find out if you have the stuff with you on board / in your stuff, kind of a situation.
Coordination?
Let's go with survival. Because you're scrounging for these parts.
What is the difficulty?
Let's go with 3. Again, it's an archaic port, you know.
Nope.
So
Aw.
2 fails.
yeah. Unfortunately, you don't recall seeing anything like that on board, or at least not pre-made. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have this stuff from Samoa. So we'll have to wait, unfortunately.
Alright. It's fine, I can still use the bowcaster.
Yeah, true.
And he puts the lightsaber back in the handle and closes the secret compartment.
Bortuna.
Alright.
Did I hear my name?
Yes. As you
Okay.
sit there on the ground, contemplating where you've gone wrong with life as you ran full speed into a ray shield,
How has it come to this?
one of the stormtroopers shows up, shuts the shield off, puts a tray down on the seat off to your right, turns the shield back on, and goes, "Thanks. You just won me 50 credits." And walks off.
I hope you left my cut on the tray. Jerk. Once he's well out of sight, even though it doesn't matter because there are cameras looking at me, I rush to the food.
It's better than what you would expect for prison food. It's got like an
Wow.
actual roll, an actual chunk of meat, space potato.
Nope. Nope. Gary, do you want anything? Nope.
No. But thank you.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
It doesn't last very long, but it is satisfying enough, considering you haven't really had anything in hours.
Okay. Well, with that, I think I've thought of another harebrained scheme.
Doesn't Bortuna have a communicator room?
I tried to use it, but
You've
the
tried this,
communications are
okay.
blocked.
But what happens when they take you out of the prison?
We'll find that out when we get there.
Another couple of hours pass for you, Bortuna. And the Imperial officer shows up once more. 2 stormtroopers. And they look at you.
You always gotta come so heavily guarded. Do I look that threatening to you?
It's not a matter of threatening.
I think it is. I think you're scared.
If you step out of line, they will shoot you.
Duly noted.
Get the shields. One of the stormtroopers steps forwards, hits the control panel, ray shield drops. And the officer starts walking down the hall, and the 2 stormtroopers kind of step off and block the other way, and kind of look at you. One of them has his gun, kind of trained on you, and just sweeps it a little, like move that direction.
You ain't gotta tell me twice, bozo.
And you were being
I hop,
escorted.
skip, and jump down the way.
Can I shoot him just a little? No, you can't shoot him just a little.
I'm free! I'm free!
As you're being escorted past people that are in cells, just kind of sitting there, staring at you.
Sucks to suck, suckers. I'm getting out of this joint. You criminals have fun living your lives stuck away in the slammer.
Put the binders on him, and if we have it, a gag.
What?
One of the stormtroopers steps forward, kind of takes your hands behind your back, puts on a pair
Oh,
of
this is just
blinders.
unnecessary.
We don't have a gag, sir. To the left.
Do you have roast beef for lunch? I can smell it through your helmet.
Crew. A couple of hours have passed since you've gone through with the lightsaber conversation. You know that it is approaching the time when,
Yeah, I
according
would
to the
turn on
data,
the communicator.
and you get a message. This is Shuttle Hyperius. We're coming in to Hangar 12.
Well,
And
that
is
one's
where-
convenient, isn't it?
And we're going to end the session there.
Oh boy.
Uh,
This is where the fun begins.
I hope it's fun.
Hey, they said that in Star Trek. I get that reference.
Nah, man, that was what's that
Battlestar
stupid?
Galactica.
Yeah, that one. Nah, I think you're thinking Firefly, man.
Oh, okay.
Stargate.
Stargate Wars.
Stargate,
No,
that
it was
was
Farscape.
Oh.
That's a deep cut.
Yeah.
If we really want to go back a ways, it'll be Space Cases. And I think that show was before anybody here but me.
I'm trying to think of that show.
I don't know. Well, thoughts, questions, opinions? How much does everybody hate me, etc.?
I'm having slammer.
Dude, my brain hurts.
just
So,
scared.
so much thinking involved in this session.
Sorry, I tried. To
It
do
was a lot of
something
fun.
different.
It was a lot of fun. That
Well-
was great.
Here, I have a question. Do we have any booze in the ship?
I would say a quarter of a bottle of that Mandalorian ale and a couple of Housewell stuff. Probably not great.
All right, well, we'll leave the Mandalorian ale for if we. But we should probably have a drink before we go.
Liquid courage.
Are we in agreement that Arden should probably stay here just in case he needs to get out of here?
Probably.
Or are you going with us, Arden? And you did just buy new fancy armor.
Let's put that
Well-
over to use, he says.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I want to. What I have been thinking is actually have you two stay on the ship, and I go over to where the shuttle is and take it myself if I possibly can, fast enough.
Babylon 5. That was the show I was going to reference next.
Well, here's the thing.
Disguise
Though.
myself as the pilot, and then take on Bortuna. Or have you guys rendezvous with me?
Well, we can.
Well-
You guys can discuss that over this coming week. Narrow down, because I would say that this is all stuff that you would have been planning in the numerous hours that you've had.
Mm-hmm.
Narrowing it down, set it upon what you think, or you could just come into the next game and half-ass it and just come up with it on the fly. Doesn't matter to me. I'll
Do
think
like
of something.
Indiana Jones. Make it up as we go.
It belongs in a museum.
Yep. Just grab Bortuna. He belongs in a museum.
Well,
Yeah, this is great.
I think that'll do it for Twitch. Say good evening.
Good
Bye,
evening.
Twitch.
Bye.